I'll just relax here until there's only one man left standing. I want a worthy opponent. Good year.
Oh great, first ninjas claim they can walk on water, now they claim they can turn water into wine. What's next? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to History of Super Mario Bros. Season 4, the season that almost ruined the franchise.
Come on Mario, let's go for an adventure. Sun or rain or sleet or snow, it don't matter the weather, they're just two best friends. Two plumbers like superheroes, but a little dumber, always looking out for the others. They're the stupid Mario Brothers.
Okay, so it's been a while since the last episode of History of Super Mario Bros. How long has it been? Jesus Christ, has it really been that long? If they followed my plan, Season 5 could have been done by December, but more about that in the next episode. Season 4 begins with a brief disclaimer warning newcomers to the series that if they haven't seen the first 7 SMB installments, they might be confused. Richie's about to ramble on like in his update videos until Wario barges in telling him to shut up and get on with the episode. And so episode 46 starts with Mario checking his mail. Wario comes into the scene about to challenge Mario to a fight. That seems a little odd considering that they put aside their differences in Season 3.
No, Mario, it is you who will be hurt by the awesome power of my farts.
Your farts? Ew! That's so gross! Nobody likes that move!
But it's the one I do best.
If that's true, how come that wasn't introduced in any of the previous installments? Season 1, Episode 5 would have been a great place to showcase that. Mario makes a wisecrack and they start fighting fists and fireballs. Wario runs with Mario chasing after him, and thus we hit a problem. This season, as we'll see, is filled with a lot of missteps and crappy jokes, and this is one of them. The joke could have been funny if only Richie used an actual fart sound effect. Sound can make or break a joke, but I'll get into more about that later. Granted, the line, "Smell my dominance," is a little funny. So they keep running until they get to the house. They use their lightsabers, and right away you'd be thinking, didn't they lose their powers? Well, the short answer was, the beginning was only a dream. Mario goes for a walk when suddenly stumbles upon, oh my god, Donkey Kong's back! It took them 4 installments to finally get a replacement gorilla costume and tie since they sold the old one on eBay. It's just so great to see him again. I mean, sure, the face doesn't match the one we've seen in the first 3 seasons, but like I care, he's back! Anyway, Mario stumbles upon Donkey Kong and Pauline, played by Claudia Stelmach. Pauline reveals that she and Donkey Kong are dating. Mario finds this hard to believe considering that in 1981 he had to rescue her from the game Donkey Kong.
Super Mario? Well, I'm sorry, Mario, but without your powers, you're just a plumber.
Burn! Afterwards, Luigi and Wario act like a bunch of rude jackasses to Mario by not inviting him.
Nope, he said you have to go over there. Why? I don't know. He said it was really important.
Okay, this is Solid Snake we're talking about. Why doesn't he just contact Mario by codec? He's done it before in Season 3, so why the hell doesn't he just keep it like that? So Mario shows up, Snake points out that Liquid Snake is back, and that he spotted him at a Starbucks. Snake urges Mario that they need to restore their powers.
Well, what do you expect me to do about it? We need to get our powers back. We cannot hope to win without them.
Okay, I call bullcrap on that because Solid Snake doesn't have superpowers. He uses weapons, technology, and his own brawn. So why is he saying, quote, our powers, when he should be saying, quote, your powers? This is another misstep this season. Anyway, Snake's trying to be serious when suddenly nature calls. This will lead to yet another misstep, but I'll get into more about that later. So Mario spots a package of chocolates and without even asking or even leaving a note, swipes them to try and woo Pauline. Wow, what a dick move. Then again, everyone's acting like a dick this episode, so I guess it should come as no surprise. So he gives them to Pauline, and Pauline's a bit impressed. Snake arrives at Mario's house asking if he's seen his box of chocolates prescribed to him. Snake reveals that if he doesn't get them once a year, he'll age and die. On top of that, if someone else should eat them, they die. Donkey Kong bursts in saying that Pauline is dead. Wait. You mean to tell me we finally get to see Pauline, an old-time Mario character that practically never reappeared in any Mario games, and you kill her off-screen before we even get to know her as a character? Why? This is another misstep in this season, but to be fair, this one will get rectified in Season 5, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. Meanwhile, we finally see Waluigi's return to the series. He says that he was away in Australia when he left in Operation Blindstorm. This will serve as a plot point later on. Brock searches for Pokemon and mistakes Donkey Kong for one. Brock tries to do some catching up with Donkey Kong, but then Gary-O comes back and acting like a big shot, and he and Brock try to have a Pokemon battle, but nothing happens. So they barge in to bitch to Mario about them not working. Mario suspects that this could be a result of the beacon back in Operation Blindstorm.
Well, it's a long story. The point is we're not going to have powers anymore.
Again, I call bullcrap on that because Pokeballs are technology, not superpowers, and this isn't the first time it's happened. So they bitch about it, and then leave. Meanwhile, Luigi talks to Ness, trying to see if he can restore the psychic powers. All because he wants to know when the next Nintendo console comes out. Isn't that what E3 is for to begin with? Or for that matter, the internet? Ness tries to use his powers, but instead we get another poorly done fart joke. So Waluigi beats Wario at Scrabble and insinuates him being a dumbass. Wario takes offense to that, and we get another poorly done fart joke. Snake barges in to get Mario to repay him for his medication chocolates. He says that they cost $10,000. Mario makes a lame joke and Snake is pissed off, threatening to kill him. Hey, I don't blame him. This, of course, makes me beg the two obvious questions of common sense. 1. Why the hell doesn't Snake just contact Big Boss or Otacon or Naomi or whoever runs the organization to order him another one? He's their greatest soldier, and I think a military organization like that would have backup plans for screw-ups like this. And the other, why the hell didn't Snake just eat them as soon as they arrived in the mail, if they're crucial to his health? That's like if a cancer patient for no real reason held off on smoking medicinal marijuana crucial to his health as soon as they came to his doorstep and he has the prescription for it. So after that, Luigi and Wario have a serious talk with Mario regarding getting their powers back. But Mario says one of the dumbest lines ever said in Stupid Mario Brothers. I kid you not.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't worry about powers. Just have fun. I'm having fun.
Okay, Mario. Your powers were never a burden to you like that of the Hulk, Superman, or the Thing. So how is it fun not to have them anymore? People would love to have superpowers, whether if it's strength, speed, or firepower, because there's all kinds of fun to have with them, even if they do come with a responsibility. Because as the old Spider-Man quote goes, with great power comes great responsibility. Mario doesn't have a secret identity like Spider-Man, so it's not like his powers were interfering with his personal life or keeping him from having fun. As a matter of fact, Mario and Luigi have had nothing but fun since the show began. They played video games, watched movies, played soccer, drove around on quads, started a rock band, exercised, camped out, slept till noon, danced in public more than once, played basketball, played Twister, rode on bicycles, went on a picnic, played football, and made a great music video. If that's not having fun, I don't know what is. And may I remind you all that this was before the events in Operation Blindstorm? So with all that said, I officially declare this dumbest line in Stupid Mario Brothers ever. So after that line, Mario tries to think of how to get the money to pay off Snake, since he too is a lazy bum. Gee, Mario, maybe if you took all the money Big Vinny had after you shot him, this wouldn't be an issue to begin with. Suddenly, we're introduced to Tommy Vercetti, played by Austin Stevenson.
I noticed you twos were both Italian, and a little low on cash at the moment.
Wait, how did he know they're Italian? And how did he know they needed money? Did he just conveniently decide to spy on that house and think, oh hey, they're Italian, I hit the jackpot, I know they're Italian and need money because of my firm belief in stereotypes? If this was in public and he happened to overhear their story, then I'd buy it. If someone came to my doorstep and said, I notice you're of English descent and short on cash, I'd immediately say, who are you and how do you know I'm of English descent? So he offers Mario and Luigi a job in the Mario. Mario thinks about it and Vercetti gives Mario his card to think it over. Meanwhile, Wario and Waluigi talk a bit, but find out some of their things like their DS's and Wario's Wii have been stolen. So Wario quickly suspects Mario and Luigi. Donkey Kong informs Brock that his bananas are gone. Brock reveals that his Pokeballs are gone. Ness tells him that his bat and yo-yo are gone too. So yeah, Mario stole them and gives them to Tommy Vercetti. This is our hero, ladies and gentlemen. Mario also stole Yoshi's apples, but Vercetti says that they don't have any value on the black market. Yeah, like a yo-yo and a hand of bananas and defective Pokeballs do. The Wii and the DS I could understand having value, but whatever. Anyway, their next assignment is to steal a car for another $2,000. Meanwhile, Wario and Waluigi have a sing-off or something to find out who the better singer is. Man, talk about boredom. Now, to be fair, Matt and Doug have great singing voices, so I do like this scene, and I wouldn't call it bad filler. Anyway, Mario and Luigi dress as Columbo.
Oh, well, now look at you guys. What is it with you young people in Colombo?
And break into a gray station wagon. But Luigi is worried about how long they can keep doing this. He also points out that they'd also have to pay back the others, and Mario hits a block because stupid costs extra.
Why? I don't know. They could have us do something bad.
Oh, so stealing and carjacking aren't bad in Luigi's book. You know, it's times like this I wish someone would tell them that what they're doing is wrong and put them in their place.
You stole it.
I was gonna give it back.
You stole it.
Perfect! So Mario acts like an idiot and thinks nothing bad will come of it.
What? Don't worry about it, Luigi. They're not gonna have us do anything we won't want to do.
How do you guys feel about murder?
Anyway, Tommy Vercetti wants them to kill Solid Snake, and of course they don't want to do it, but they try to find a quick solution. If it was me, I'd do it, no questions asked. Hey, if Snake acts like a prick just because it was his fault by not exercising a little common sense and forward thinking, tough crap for him, I'd say. So with no option they can think of, they turn to Max Payne, played by Julian Petrozelli. Max Payne, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like him, I don't. Maybe it's because they like him from the game or something, I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. Max Payne's shtick is that he narrates himself. It starts off funny, but it gets kind of old really quickly in my opinion, especially in rewatching Season 4. And yes, I know it's because in the games Max Payne narrates his story like a film noir, but I don't really care. Also, they made no effort in concealing the fact that Max Payne's office is nothing more than a small bathroom. Man, I've heard of business going down the toilet, but I never thought I'd see it for real. So they call on Max Payne to take out Tommy Vercetti. Max Payne accepts it. Meanwhile, Wario writes a love letter to Mona from the WarioWare games, but has trouble coming up with a good letter. Waluigi butts in growing curious. He swipes the letter wanting Wario to explain who Mona is. He does so and reveals that he hasn't properly asked Mona out on a date yet. Elsewhere, Max Payne shoots his way into the house of Tommy Vercetti. He shoots them up and shoots Tommy Vercetti. This just feels like it was cut and pasted from when Mario took out the Big Vinny gang back in the Interactive Adventure. The reason why that one was better was because Mario didn't waste any time shooting those gangsters and didn't say anything until he was done with them, whereas Payne and the gangsters, on the other hand, wasted time by talking. Dialogue during action scenes is okay sometimes, but it's not something I highly recommend you do all the time. So with all that done, Mario tells Luigi that he managed to get their friend's stuff back, but that also means they're back to square one, and that subplot was entirely pointless. Oh, and it gets better. He pins the blame on Ash.
Ash. That stupid Ash! I can't believe he almost got away with this!
Wow! I'm never talking to that guy again!
Oh well. Nobody liked him anyways.
Why do I get the feeling that that joke sparked some controversy? Make your words nice and sweet in case you have to eat him. Wario and Yoshi talk to Snake and trying to figure out how to get their powers back, but of course goes nowhere. Luigi asks Mario what they should do next. Mario asks Luigi why he can't come up with any ideas. Maybe it's because he too is an idiot and has no opinion of his own, but I digress. Snake grows impatient with Mario in regards to the money. Mario thinks of entering in a poker tournament in which they could win the money. Wario busts in and says Mario sucks at poker and that he'd compete for him. Now, here's another question of common sense. Why didn't Mario or Wario inform Snake about the poker tournament? With Snake competing with Wario and Luigi, it would increase their chances of reaching that goal by 15 to 25%. It's basic statistics, it's strength in numbers, the whole spiel. Ness tries to figure out the problem plaguing them regarding the power crisis with Yoshi. The only good thing that came out of this scene was the Ask Mr. Yoshi videos I made splicing this footage to Dinosaur's Ask Mr. Lizard.
We're gonna need another Timmy.
So Wario and Luigi enter the poker tournament, and we're introduced to some variety of one-shots, as I'd call them since we don't see them after this episode. Jesus Christ, Luigi, do you squat when you piss? I thought you said you were good at playing poker. What the hell? So it all boils down to Wario, and he wins with a royal flush. But one of them accuses him of cheating, and the other tries to keep order. But things get out of hand when the two shoot each other, while Wario and Luigi make a run for their lives. So as they drive back home, Mario gets a call saying that they're almost there with Snake's money. Mario calls Snake saying he has the money. Oh, I'm sure nothing will ruin that subplot now, will it? Yeah, they get pulled over by Max Payne.
I'll tell you what, boys. Just let me have that case in the back and I'll let you off. No questions asked.
This sheriff is a real bimbo. Now, what say we knock him off and take the gold? Not for ourselves, but we'll give it to the poor, worthless suckers who got took in the first place.
Hey, boss, where do you get that stuff?